Welcome back to Bazaar. I'm Inko, and today I've got a property pig run for you. But this is not your dad's property pig. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is out here playing Landscraper. I didn't mean to be out here playing Landscraper, it just sort of fell into my lap. I didn't know what else to do with myself. But this run actually created a situation where Landscraper was the ideal card for the build. It was the best thing I could be doing. And that's mostly owed to the rework of Billboard. The two of those combo together very well, although Ledger is the real engine driving all of this. And I have never seen a property pig with Landscraper. I've never even matched into someone using one on the ladder. Never seen a video about one. It's just a very underplayed card because it's very hard to make it viable. And then Billboard itself is quite rare, but the two of them mix together and form a very powerful engine together. And I was pleasantly surprised with how this run ultimately panned out. Anyway, here's my incredibly hipster property pig. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, I've been playing a lot of Vanessa, getting stomped by a lot of pigs in the late game, and if you can't beat them, join them. Let's take an income start and do some gross things. Hey, I'm probably losing day one anyway. However, Andy is a tough shot for it to be up against, right? Andy is Matchbox, Steam Ladle, Hot Stones, just the entire burn package no matter how you execute it. He's got generically good items, he's got economy items like rewards card, marbles. Like 2 income's great. I want to collect the Jungle Ruins, I really do. However, not going to this Andy drastically lowered the odds of a Matchbox dupe. Andy knows what I'm here for. Take the rewards card, roll. We don't want brass knuckles, we'll find something else. Ugh, maybe we won't. The slingshot effectively cost nothing because I'm never selling the marbles or Matchbox. And the marbles are a toy, aren't they? Yes. So I will take a slingshot here, just to fill out my board and make sure I can beat Viper if it's against, like, basically nothing. Viper's not here, but Pyro is, and that's the one we wanted to fight anyway. Lighter's not even a miss anymore. This is just nothing but hits. +1 burn on my best item in the entirety of early and mid-game pig. Lighter to speed it up and proliferate burn. Fiery, which is +2 burn, so I'll be happy to lose 1 gold about it. Or 2 gold, rather. It's just all hits. It's such a good fight. And while we wait for the last Matchbox tick to kill Pyro, I'll remind you that you can sub for more Daily Bazaar content just like this. Anyway, Pyro's down, let's get our rewards, and it looks to be a Cinder this time. Huh, this is tough for me, actually. I got 12 gold, making Curio half decent. I'm probably not getting Salamander Pup is the thing. I don't want a small weapon. I think I'm happy to just go B1, B2, and upgrade either Marbles or Rewards Card here. I'm gonna go with the Rewards Card. There's a lot of things where upgrading Rewards Card down the line will be a big deal. Middle's not really the vendor I wanted, but considering I basically have 2 blank spots on my board, I'll go there.
Nothing huge. All about moderation.
Drop these to my inventory, pick up the cargo shorts.
Just toss that on my back.
I think I even pick up the boomerang. Although it's noted types, which is unfortunate. 1 burn's gotta be more valuable than 10 heal, 10 shield, right? Honestly, might not be. I don't proliferate yet. This is immediately valuable on the next day. I'm gonna take the boomerang and I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna roll.
I want you to be happy.
It's unlikely I win. Theoretically possible. Genuinely, I think the 5 damage per Matchbox use is worth less to me than the 10 heal and shield per cargo shorts use. My board's just very slow. Crit Core Langjun. I believe I just out-defense that tremendously and we won. Yeah, we crushed that actually. We took 20 max health off of something. Is that the tiny furry monster option other than silver loot item? I think it is. And yeah, I was pretty not optimistic about this, but it looks like he took small enchanted item and got literally nothing, I guess. And yeah, I'm surprised to see cargo shorts being enough, but like 40 heal, 40 shield every 6 seconds is genuinely a very strong item on day 1. It's nowhere near the madness it was on patch day, but it's still a valid item. Especially early game. If I can find a Ganjo or an Apropos Chapeau, it absolutely just gets to stay on my board. I have no reason to cut it. But I haven't seen a Ganjo or an Apropos Chapeau in like a week of pig games. They just don't show up in my runs anymore. This is the first time I've had a day 1 Matchbox in a while too. So things are looking up. Maybe the RNG is going to turn it around. Non-weapons, mushrooms, JJ. I like 4 gold quite a lot. But I think I just have to pursue the shop, right? I have a rewards card to get 4 gold by going there anyway. I'll take a Piggle. Happy with that. Going to roll. I can get the friend tag. Not really convinced it's worth, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to leave that. It was a really bad JJ on the whole. Bronze tier skills off Pip. You've got it, roll. Those aren't burn skills. And neither are these any good. I think this is actually rear shielding. There are some fast shield items that you'll just throw onto a matchbox board regardless. And this meaningfully makes me stronger for the next couple of days. Like, obviously Peaceful Eye's better in the super long term, but I have to play it around getting wins early. I'd rather just not need a super long term. It had to be up against Centers, didn't it? So Centers is +1 burn, +2 gold. Tiny Furry Monster gives me the experience I need to level up, and I can't know I'll find anything else. Being a matchbox build, I absolutely have to level up to get board space. Oh, but I really, really want the +1 burn permanently. Dude, bite me. I'm taking the Centers. I cannot... Like, I don't see myself reliably beating Rogue Scrapper here. Which is about to get worse, as I actually take these out. Right? I need the Boomerang in. Wait, no, I crushed Rogue Scrapper. I have a 60 shield item. What are we talking about? But yeah, I am going to sell this anyway. 6 burn should be enough to deal some good damage to Rogue Scrapper. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'm just confident that having a 50 shield item is enough. Like, I should be ahead of Rogue Scrapper on health by the time Sandstorm gets here. And then the fact that I'm doing any damage on top of that is entirely extra. It doesn't look like we proliferate burn yet. Fully falls off, unless the cycle is getting better. But even if it is, that means I'm, like, proliferating 1 burn. It's nothing. Which is kind of what I expected. So the question comes down to, do I generate enough shield with shorts to win? Which I thought the answer was clearly yes. I might be wrong. How much does it heal back? Not quite full health. I think I'm winning in Sandstorm, but I'm potentially wrong about that, and this makes me deeply uncomfortable. Oh no. Yeah, those were the nightmare timing windows that fucked the entire run. Glad I didn't go to Tiny Furry Monster now, though. I'm gonna take 2 income, because suddenly we're not winning today or tomorrow. Middle can't fix that. Would I have won with a different board? I don't actually think I would have. I think all my boards sucked. Alright, Kina, what can you sell me?
With no weapons?
That's pretty good.
Big bargains.
Take this out, bring the Ganjo in.
I can feel
Even though it's not doing a lot, it's doing something. Upgrade my Piggles. Happy to roll, find some more things. For tomorrow, I guess. Glad to grab an ATM.
for the good of all.
I've already got a toy weapon with the boomerang, so I can sell that. And I can pick up the steam ladle, which is more.
Guided me to
And I don't think I have an apparel either. So if we're gonna be all in on pants, let's be all in on pants. Was I wrong? I didn't see it go up. Alright, Jorts, can you carry me to victory? I thought you'd carry me to victory in the previous fight. I bet on Jorts and I got smoked for it. It was not good.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squander.
Jellyfish, catfish. Fiery seaweed starting item that you've managed to upgrade with a pure aquatic board. You know, I don't think I can tank that. I think that no matter what happened today, I was always going to lose this encounter. Is that true? If I generated tremendously more burn because I had 2 more item slots that were pretty fast? No, it doesn't matter. I was always losing this one, unfortunately. The issue is I've just absolutely fucked my experience curve for like the next several days, and I'm permanently down a 1/4 of a level. I will say, I'm impressed by how long the Jorts have kept me alive. Does it really matter? Because, like, obviously my opponent has 600 health, I'm nowhere near killing them.
You fall.
But good job, Jorts. If only you could have done that a little bit better on our previous fight. Ah, man, it's been a while since I misevaluated a mod squad fight. I don't very often have, like, bad defensive boards like I had here, but, yeah. Now we go medium items, we can pivot into Kiwas, I guess.
Laid back.
Bushel weights? No, that can't be it. I'm gonna roll. I can't truly imagine either of those being the solution, and certainly those aren't either.
Finds its buyer. It's a relationship, you know?
I can go B1, B2, I don't want weapons. The XP is obviously pretty appealing. It levels me up before the day 3 fight, which gets me board slots for Steam Ladle and Jewelry, which is the difference in whether or not I can beat Scout Trooper and Ether, right?
I can already see
That is just tremendously more output and better defenses as well. 45 health versus 3 gold. I'm gonna take 3 gold, honestly. I need a lot of room to pivot in the coming shops. And I should beat Scout Trooper now, no problem. Just the additional board space is so important with Matchbox. Being able to run this Steam Ladle and Jewelry, just 2 more fast items as well as a 2 burn item, is the difference in proliferating Matchbox and stacking burn up immediately and tremendously like that, or doing precisely fuck all and dying like I did the Mod Squad. Also, the jorts are getting better with a more full stash, the Jewelry is scaling off Ganjo, this is just... God, it's hard to believe that 2 item slots ago this build couldn't beat a Mod Squad. But yeah, makes sense, I guess. I guess I just really grossly overestimated the jorts, man. I knew I didn't deal any damage, but I thought they would do enough shield. I guess I should have just run the numbers, because I could have seen the thing would have been at full health. I would have been able to do the math. I think I started calling Rogue Trapper Mod Squad again during this video. I used to do that all the time, not sure why. This might be one of those builds where my Matchbox isn't good enough to run Boomerang in fights. Volpack gives me a bit of gold. I don't care. C-Fight, Click Fight. I'm behind on experience as well, so I need this even more. And that guy is a chump, right? So I can actually... They also have pickles. So I need to make room. Sell the grappling hook. Now, I'm pretty confident that I win here. I wouldn't mind getting small refresh. There are a bunch of things where it's like when you heal blank. So getting all of my small items to heal is actually kind of wild. Obviously, all the other drops are bad. I can't get the pickles, mine are bronze. The yo-yo is 1 gold, and all the pickles are pretty terrible. 2 of them are weapon pickles that I obviously don't care about at all. Man, I really hurt my burn proliferation by putting this Matchbox in, didn't I? Or sorry, this Boomerang. We should be fine. The jorts just do enough to stop the yo-yo even with scaling. Oh, shit. I needed to make a 3rd inventory slot for my Boomerang.
I can't believe it.
That's frustrating. Which thing got deleted? Looks like my pickle got deleted, which is for the best. We throw the feather onto the Matchbox for sure, or the wing rather. Grab a yo-yo, and what's our last hour for the day? I think that's a pretty easy Kina.
Deals, not war.
Happy with the Steam Ladle upgrade.
So glad.
This should be a property because I have ATM in my stash. I'm gonna toss this yo-yo. Pick up this bird.
You are in
It is a property. Good, good, good. We level up thanks to that bonus experience. We got back on track. Can't imagine using Robe. We're gonna roll here. Well, I was talking about potentially pivoting into that. Really shouldn't have put this on the Ganjo. That was a pretty egregious mistake. I want weapon toy. I want tech ATM. I want small loot. I want to keep my pickles. These are all trash. This comes into the board. I need another item. I guess I have to use a pickle for that then. They're both the same pickle, so it doesn't really matter which one I pick. I could also use silver pickles. Yeah, I just flip these two, put the pickles between them, use the bird and the pickles. Which means I can sell both of my shitty pickles and pick this up and start value stacking it. It's probably not very good. There's some consideration to like, this is wrong and I can just buy the fixer-upper. I feel almost equally comfortable winning with both of them. Fixer-upper is probably a bit better, but Fixer-upper is a much bigger investment in terms of board and stash space, so I'm okay with this. Now, like I said, the pickles go here, and the bird just goes somewhere. It has multicast. Now, upgrading a bronze item. Obviously, upgrading the Ganjo is pretty good. Any burn skill, though. Yeah, any burn skill. The Ganjo is a temporary thing.
I'm not sure where else to send you.
Boom, done.
When you've learned
And to fix this, I need to flip my entire board. And looking at this, I now realize I want to be using this on the bird instead because it's multicast. Seems like a very strong setup for day 3. Feeling pretty good about that. Being this strong on day 3 with an income start is fantastic. It's almost like I'm not even down 2 XP. Just imagine I had a bad hour instead of the Mod Squad fight. See, I'm ahead of this guy in experience in spite of it. Marbles, not a lot else going on. Scaling, but not the proboscis. I wonder if that's right. Oh, that's brutal. This dude took Final Flame and found no burn items. Oh, that's so sad. That must be the most frustrating thing in the world. I've been there on Vanessa recently, man. I have seen what he is going through. 2-1 with income start, we take those. We're very happy about that. And to some degree, this is why Pig is my favorite character, right? With everyone else, if I start off like 1 and 2, I'm like, oh God, kill me now. Am I here just to suffer? On Pig, it's great. It's not a problem. Both had Piggles, they all suck. But my Matchbox build is getting better, and I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't really care that the Piggles are bad. I'm just willing to run them. So I can do something like that and just have the Piggle because it's fast. And I'm going to go Economic Seminar here. An early ledger is always just tremendous. Wow, Arbitrage, you really shouldn't have. I mean that. You really fucking shouldn't have. Put that in. And get the Signet Ring. The Signet Ring's fantastic. Getting an hour 1 of day 4 Signet Ring is pretty good. Can't really complain about that.
You've just taken the first step toward good
Gold Signet Ring. Alright. I'm listening. That is so much health over the run. Gonna have to toss the Gondro pretty much immediately here. I want this Crystal Bonsai.
You got it here.
I'm in an awkward spot. I guess I want to find a Matchbox upgrade and then try to find a hammer to upgrade to dupe a silver Matchbox down the line. The cargo shorts are pretty bad just because they're slow and I'm a pure Matchbox build. I'm just going to toss those at this point. Pick up bandages instead.
By that, I mean...
Probably not running the Crystal Bonsai in my PvP fight, but we have a couple hours to figure out what to run instead. And we should just steamroll Hellbilly. Don't think there's anything to think about. I mean, can't think about Boomerang. I think we're good for that. Hellbilly's not that tough.
I can play you the Ganjo, or I can play you the knife. Your choice.
Oh, I like him. I've never heard his dialogue before. I've just always been talking over it or ignoring him. I like the dialogue this guy has. I like his voice, I like his attitude, I like the actual writing of the line. It's fantastic. And yeah, it looks like Boomerang was the right choice here. I was a little bit worried, but even with the Boomerang in play, the Matchbox is just fast enough at this point. Plus 3 burn is a massive amount as well.
Dead grassers, remember, you gonna meet my cousins.
I wonder who his cousins are. I genuinely don't know what he's talking about. Right now, I think I use the Insect Wing on the Matchbox. That way I have the room to pick up whatever it was he just dropped, the med kit. Put that on Bird, happy enough with that. Alright, Prospero, if you could just sell me all the money in the world. I'm a little bit hesitant to try to buy this Boomerang. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a lot of stash space problems right now. They're not going away quickly. I guess I can sell the ATM. That one's not important. That gives me more room. And sell the med kit as well. Definitely not a fan of the exact pickles I've been given here, but I'm still running them. This silver Boomerang is genuinely very good. I'm going to do it. Even though it's hard to use with a Matchbox build and stash space is limited, I'm doing that. Happy to upgrade Crystal Bonsai as well. I have no reason to just buy, sell, and flip things, so I'll be on my way. Argenta for silver tier skills. There are some big hits here. Those are atrocious. Argenta, what the fuck is this? Wow. Do I take prime real estate? Or do I skip so that Immolating Spark is more likely because I took Arbitrage like an idiot? I think I was supposed to skip this Arbitrage, to be honest, but I guess I skip now. I don't have weapons, and I don't yet have properties. When I do, they're often not adjacent. We can go middle, we can get Cold Room, that's the huge hit. Sauna's not half bad, actually. Of course, there's always Ledger floating in the back. There's enough things at middle that I can appreciate.
Sale, no sale. I want what's
Boom,
right
got it.
for you.
I think these Piggles just have to go. They're pretty atrocious. I do a lot of burning. Sauna, oh, huh. I think that's where I give up on the luxury key loss. It's only at 12 value. I haven't found a Ledger. You gotta go, man. I take the Sauna, and I'm still very willing to roll for stuff like Cold Room.
People thought it was weird.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
4 gold for 2 income? I can't say yes fast enough.
exercise.
10 healing, not incredible, but 10 heal, 1 regen every time these go off. They're very fast. That's very substantial. Is the build good? Hey, it's an income start. It's not bad. There are much worse income starts. Although the build got a lot worse when I mispositioned the Sauna and ruined my build.
With you.
The Matchbox is somewhat underpowered currently. When I lose, if I lose, it's my fault. 1 ammo on the harpoon gun. There's 8 hits. It's probably hitting a Piggle, but I mean, statistically, I should be fine, right? That's definitely the second worst hit, but at least it wasn't the matchbox. Okay, we still win. We're fine. However, had we lost, it would have been entirely my fault for mispositioning the sauna. Clicked through that way too quickly, wasn't thinking enough. It just feels so nice to be back on like a good, smooth pig game where the world makes sense. Because I have so many recordings of me like playing really interesting Vanessa builds that just get steamrolled by pig on day 14. And it's been getting exhausting, man. Is there a way to make this better with the blue piggles? The actual Piggle item itself is not very good, but it's probably still better than a second Piggle. I could do something like this to keep the marbles at basically the same speed, maybe even a bit faster, get the crit scaling. I think that's better. It's not impressive, but it's good enough. And I'll just swap out the bird for the crystal bonsai. It's basically the same shit. I've got to click economic seminar, man. I don't have a ledger, and ledger's the best economy item the game's ever seen. VIP pass is still very good. Need to sell something. I don't like these bandages. I just cut them anyway. Take the money tree. Immediately toss it. We're not doing that. And get a VIP pass. Going to drop a Piggle. Just slam this all the way to the right so that I can get a ton of extra value from Sana going off and then sell this eventually. +2 income. Obviously good. Don't really know that I need it. Midsworth is not a great vendor for me. I'm going to go Aerodrome. Curio a good vendor for me? Honestly, no. B1, B2 is fine. I need to upgrade my matchbox at this point because it's not getting duped with an upgrade hammer. Period. End of story.
That damage is purely cosmetic.
And I want to run the boomerang too. It's getting a bit problematic here. But Trash Town Mirror is a trash tier enemy. So it should be fine. A few too many scaling items here. I've got 4 item slots of scaling bullshit on my board with the crystal bonsai, the VIP bass, and the boomerang. It's fine. We got this. As always, if I get defenses or weaponry, I'm happy to take them, even though they do nothing or next to nothing currently for my build. They just scale up to do so much that basically any enchant enables them to be one of the best skills in the game.
Outrageous! I'm an elected official!
Yeah, like I was saying, happy to take it. 14 gold, say less. Sharpening Stone. Woo. Okay, this is the correct arrangement of my board and stash. We can move on. 600 shield is a big amount, but my defenses are actually pretty solid. I'm gonna go Quixel here. I've got plenty of gold for a 4 gold roll.
Terrifying.
No ledger, no chance at cash cannon. Do I even care? The bird interaction's the exact same, barring disruption. It's 1 more second. I mean, I'm getting better Piggles out of the deal. I'll do it. I'm not convinced it matters, but I'm not convinced I care either, because I have so much gold. Rough store, though. Yeah, sorry, Andy. I might want to buy hot stones or something, but see fight, click fight, dude. It happens. So that's a day 5 diamond signet ring. That's gonna add up. Like it already has, right? We've gained like, I think 240 health. I think I'd be at 1,000 without it right now. Dude, this is a very early signet ring. It's like health stacking on its own. It's enough to make me want to pivot into a lion cane down the line with no other reason. I'm gonna toss this Piggle because I could conceivably get a second Piggle from my opponent. And I can't really imagine VIP pass is the right play, yeah? Board's positioned correctly, let's get into it. 3-1 for the income start is fantastic. If I can be 4-1, I will just be certain I'm winning the run. Sharp corners, cargo shorts, matchbox. The apropos chapeau is pretty big, obviously. Gold yo-yo. Was he starting skill slow and steady? No, I think that's Hydro, dude. He has very good defense scaling, but his burn prolif is awful. I think I win this. I think I just burn through all of his shield scaling, no problem. And his yo-yo's not going to do enough, even though the matchbox is pretty fast. It's just the burn on the matchbox isn't near enough. And yeah, while he is scaling his shield up a tremendous amount, there's pretty big gaps between it going off, so we just get kind of ridiculous burn damage in between them, and it's becoming more and more damage each time. I don't know, maybe I die here. It's very close both ways. Alright, we get there in the end. Towards the end, the yo-yo had scaled up enough to break through my, frankly, pretty minimal defenses, but we got there. He didn't have pickles in his stash. Color me shocked. That or I just got a diamond pickle and he had gold pickles. Which is it? No, he had no pickles. Wild. Rarely see a pig without them. Yeah, I'll take JJ. The other options just aren't very good. I can't really justify buying a belt here. Or if I do, I have to drop something for it, and like, you know, it's Boomerang. It just has to be Boomerang. The issue is Boomerang is able to give me a loot item in my PvE fight. It's a small chance at a silver upgrade hammer, which is a small chance at a matchbox dupe, and genuinely the chance is high enough for me to care. I can obviously just sell something now. I probably should have put the reward card on something, but here we are. I just don't think I'm hell stacking in this run. And if I am, I don't need belt to do it. Yeah, I'm sorry, I just don't feel like belt's the right play here. Do I think Billboard could be? Actually, yes, I do. I'm gonna start stacking up this Billboard. It might just already be correct. Every time I burn, I heal with Sauna, increasing the value of my items by 1 for the fight. So I think Billboard actually gets down to a pretty good cooldown fairly quickly here. Which makes it a great defensive item to pair with the matchbox. Like, that's just a huge amount of shield. Maybe I'm off my rocker, but I think this is just a great mid-game Billboard. I haven't seen a lot of people, like, adapting to this yet, but I think Billboard is just good mid-game right now. That's gotta be an aerodrome. Don't really see it for Midsworth, unfortunately. Barcoon, get some value out of these pickles I'm having to offload? Sure.
Oh, hello. I mean, welcome to my business.
Do I have toys? Not really. Going to roll. Can't really see taking it just for the marbles that are at bronze. Stained glass window. Seems like I'm going a little bit too all in on scaling right now. Just a bit.
It's smaller than quick.
How am I this bad at the game? Oh, it's deeply frustrating, and I imagine it's even more frustrating to watch. Now, I think in most fights, I can probably win like that. I don't even have the room to put in a stained glass window. Like, I've got the gold, that's not the issue. It's just I'm busy scaling other things. And this crushes Lone Shark, no problem. I will be astounded and downright flabbergasted if I'm wrong. But, like, he just doesn't do anything. He takes a while to scale up. Every time Matchbox goes off, it scales the sauna. Scaling the sauna. Actually, that's not correct. It scales everything's value, which includes this item's value. So it just keeps going down very, very rapidly, right? So by the end of this fight, it'll be a 1 second 200 shield item, triggering Matchbox nonstop. We're fine. We're totally safe. It looks like the end of this fight doesn't get here. You know what? With how much shield this gives, I was supposed to cut No, I couldn't have. If I cut Matchbox, the sauna's not healing, and then this isn't triggering, I would have probably died in fatigue without the Matchbox. Power Broker's not great. I think Power Broker's wrong, because, like, if I won't Power Broker, I want a Grandmaster to hit Augmented Weaponry, right? Like, it does nothing now, and it makes the card that would make it good down the line worse. Great, I get to hold Gunpowder for the rest of the run now. 37 value on VIP pass already, huh? Bit more than I was expecting. Upgrade a silver tier or lower item. I didn't manage to find what I was looking for. I do not have the upgrade hammer to preserve a dupe. My options are Matchbox for 1 burn. Steam Ladle to go into a freeze build down the line. I think I'm trying to go out like 10-1 on Billboard Matchbox here. If this is my current board, it's gotta be a Steam Ladle upgrade, right? Because I would run Cold Room over Sauna. Or over, like, VIP pass and marbles, at least. I would run something different. Just getting Steam Ladle to gold is a win condition on its own. This card can hard carry runs. 1 more burn on Matchbox is nice. Don't really care all that much in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, see Bazaar, click Bazaar, give me 2 experience. What am I really looking for, though? I don't know. Maybe it's at Kev's, though.
Is pretty scary. It
Shielded Lion Cane. I mean, it's not bad. I've got health scaling already, right? I don't know, man. I just don't think Shielded Lion Cane is the play. I know Signet Ring is good, but I think that's true regardless of how I do this. I don't think I need to spend all of my money on Lion Cane. Why does it cost 8 extra gold, though? I don't want it to. So whether or not that's right depends entirely on if I can hold on to it. It gives me 2 gold per day, so it's a massive economic loss now. Oh, alright, a while ago I was shocked at how high the VIP pass and my value had scaled. It's because that was including the Billboard stuff. It was a visual display bug. Okay, we're good. With what my values are actually at, I'm not really able to afford buying that, I think. I don't know, I've got 15 income. It's the last hour of the day. I think I'm able to afford buying that. Anyway, I feel pretty strong going into my fight. It's a 2-win Vanessa. Surely I'm favored. Matchbox is definitely supposed to be adjacent, not Steam Ladle. And I'm pretty sure I'm just, like, stupid strong right now. The shield on Billboard is a lot. The Matchbox and the Steam Ladle are triggering the sauna, giving value scaling here, which is lowering the cooldown. At 44 crit, there's a small chance I get RNG'd into the dirt here, but usually this man gets steamrolled. What's the crit there? 20? Terrifying. I feel like it's surprising that this has been going as badly as it has.
Land legs make you
Cool.
predictable.
Very average fight. Does he have crit scaling? He does. Only not really. His crit scaling is if you crit more often. So his 91 damage Cutlass with 44 crit dealt 2.2 thousand damage. Dude, I don't know. I watched the replay back. The crit RNG is not that crazy. But at the same time, I just see like permanently hasted 40% crit 91 damage Cutlass. I'm like, that doesn't do anything. If I had this on day 6, I'd be shaking my boots. I'd be fucking terrified. This doesn't feel like it should kill me as effectively as it did. Also, why do you have more health than me after the Signet Ring shenanigans? He must have had a knee brace, sir, right? Yeah, he only crit 3 out of 10 attacks, apparently. Like, he actually got below average crit chance. I guess I'm just grossly underestimating the value of a gold shadowed cloak, or maybe I'm grossly overestimating Billboard. I'm genuinely shocked that that fight was as one-sided as it was with good crit RNG. Anyway, the Billboard will get there, we promise. Guess I go Prospero here. I actually have an item next to the rewards card, it's important.
Is building homes for money.
I can't buy the gumball machine without yet having... Oh, you know what? I absolutely can. Because the enchants on gumball machine are broken. I don't want a fiery enchant on Matchbox. I want a fiery enchant on the gumball machine. Okay. I'll buy a gumball machine, I'll bite.
You've planted a golden
Not really interested in Pig Shim, though. Hot damn.
harvest will come soon.
So how do I make that happen? That's the real question. I mean, the rewards card is completely sellable if I'm getting a ledger. That's true. I'm probably going to have to drop the boomerang pretty immediately. But I think step 1 is just sell the rewards card. Then we grab the ledger.
Will do well for you.
And I'm going to go start the next hour just to test something I heard once, which is that if you start an hour without any inventory space, the gumball machine doesn't charge you. I'm reasonably confident that's wrong, but I do want to check. Also, do I just go gumball machine now? I'm going to have to buy them one at a time. I'm willing to sell the VIP pass relatively soon, I guess. So I'm willing to go to gumball machine because I have gold then. And we'll test this. No, it charges you. Twitch chat's just completely full of shit. Anyway, what's the sell here? I can live without the possibility of Ice Luge a million years down the line. Anyway, I'll edit this out for you because nobody wants to watch me buy sell gumballs one at a time. Alright, got through all the gumballs. We're looking at 2 blue gumballs out of the lot apparently. Shield skills, weapon skills, gold skills. Gonna have to go gold.
I do not teach. I help you discover for yourself.
Freeze an item for 4 seconds when Billboard goes off. You know, that sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Don't see a reason to roll past that.
Such talent once before.
I currently don't have room for the piggle I'm generating, and frankly, these marbles aren't very good. So, I'm gonna toss them. That gives me the piggle, that gives me the boomerang. I'm cutting my offenses for the fight because I'm hoping, against all hope, that the billboard just gets high enough based on VIP pass. And I kind of need that to be true. Now, it probably isn't against Bonk Man, right? I've done the math before. I know I think Bonk is worth fighting for. And I'm pretty confident I beat him with pure defenses here, because the percent cooldown reduction here applies to the Bonk as well. So I'd be fairly surprised if this is not enough defenses to win this. If it fails, then I guess I'll just never play with Billboard in the mid game again, and I'm grossly misunderstanding how good the card is. But, oh no. How good's my healing, though? Because I need to actually shield all the physical damage that's incoming. Otherwise, I'm going to die to poison. Bonk's definitely done tremendously more damage to my defenses than I thought it would, and it is a very sincere problem. We're currently just barely ahead going into Sandstorm. I think we win? Oh, I don't like that it's this close. I think I lose. I can't believe this. Thank Christ. Oh. Oh, that was horribly stressful. I misevaluated how good this would be. It only got to 71. I got the gumball for coming here. I didn't even get the fucking loot item that was the reason it was so stressful. Well, look, we're done with the boomerang. Upgrading it was a waste. That's all it is. There's no getting around it. Gonna bring in Blue Pickles L, use it to upgrade the matchbox. Toss the gumball. I think I'm just gonna toss the bonsai and the boomerang now. I know I'm gonna need to. I'm tossing the boomerang. That just has to happen. Bonsai's probably gonna go shortly, but we have a couple more potential fights. I said potential for a reason. We have Docs versus 1 XP. I don't level up either way. I'm gonna go Kina. Is that Kina? Who is that? Quixel. I'm gonna go Quixel. Try to upgrade this ledger. A couple other cards I have that matter. Toss this. I get a Piggle, a Gumball. If I buy a cash register, I have no room for the coins. So that is just bait. Also, above silver, cash registers are kind of a scam anyway. I will take the piggy bank. That'll pay off shortly. By pay off, I mean on the ledger, not on anything else. Happy to buy, sell the briefcase. I think I just sell this now. I want to keep the VIP pass around. But I think I just sell the bonsai so that I can get the full value out of the pinata. Yeah, I'm good with that. Put these back in. Actually, does the VIP pass go in during my PvP fight? It looks like it does, actually, which is probably not good. Do I die? No, I'm able to lose today and still have a cheat death. It's a 1-win dually. Surely I'm fine. I mean, I said the same thing about a 2-win Vanessa like a day ago, and then they blew me the fuck out with a build that didn't even look good to me, because I guess I just don't appreciate how much the scaling is on a gold shadowed cloak. Oh. I don't appreciate this. I think I should just win, because Mamasar can't eat the billboard. I don't like that he ate my source of money. I'd have much rather he ate like the matchbox so I could win and still generate more. Stop that! You're so rude! He ate exclusively the items that give me money. Dude's just out here permanently wrecking my income. Like, I think we won that 100% of the time, but that's a very tilting way to win it. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. Still nowhere near done getting this billboard down to 1 second. Kind of thought this would happen faster. I'm very happy to go to Kina over the portal here. Basically every item I could possibly care about lives here. Yeah, like those. Toss the gumballs. Crit 3% on everything versus 12% on just the matchbox. Honestly, I think 12% on just the matchbox is better. Yeah, I'll stand by that. Buy the ATM, the succulents, the matchbox, flip the other 2 and roll. Oh, that second page is a lot less pretty than the first one. We're up to 46 value here, getting somewhere. I'm very wealthy, but not like 6 gold flip wealthy. That money will dry up real fast if I start flipping large silver items. All right, Prospero, what do you have for us? There's a lot of hits here.
Coins are my seeds, wealth.
Well, Balcony makes the billboard infinite in combat. which I think just pays for itself immediately because of VIP pass interactions. Toss these. I'm about to run out of room for the piggy bank, so I'm going to sell this now. Rewards card is a 2 gold flip at worst. I think the balcony will be good for the next couple of days.
Results are evident, wouldn't you?
Bit pricey for my taste. So what I'm trying to do here is something like this. Because getting this to 100 value with the balcony means I'm going to get a tremendous amount of money in economy scaling off VIP pass. It's also just good for the matchbox and PvP. I think the Steam Ladle is actually worse than the Bird presently, just because the Bird is 4x multicast, and the burn here is ultimately kind of negligible. Zone 6, I can flip the Boomerang, this, I'm 1 short. I don't want to sell a gold Steam Ladle, I don't have to. Just have to be not forgetful after my PvE fight. Alright, toss the Piggle, move that over. Grab the Boomerang, immediately sell the Boomerang, and just don't be forgetful, don't mess it up. It's that easy, right? In fact, I've got 2 sells. It's basically inconceivable that I would mess up Ledger. When on this channel have I ever messed up a Ledger or rewards card? It never happens. Actually, I should just win without anything on my board, so I take off all the damage for Burninator Bot. Right, because, like, he seems scary. It's like, oh, he's got gold thermal lance, he's got a flamethrower. What he doesn't have is ways to scale them. Whereas I have a 200 shield, 0 cooldown item. So, yeah, I win in Sandstorm guaranteed, and I will get a lot of value off this VIP pass on the way there. And I'll be back with you once we get there, because this is going to take a hot second. I've never just let Burninator Bot have its way with me before. It does get up to 300 burn before Sandstorm kills it, which is admittedly a scary amount, but we're still fine. Alright, immediately fix this. Do not sell anything. Ledger is positioned correctly. Now we can sell. And I need to do a bit of juggling to put the flamethrower in my inventory. And we immediately toss it so we don't lose a gumball. Temp boost, small tool, Ayla. I'm just going to try to flip everything at Ayla. Obsidian Spiky Shield. I mean, the Sana's not doing a lot. Like, it really isn't. Alright, I'll start scaling the value on the VIP pass, which will get sold at some point. Toss the Sana. Get the Regal Blade, flip it. 8 gold flips are a bit rich for my taste, but Obsidian Spiky Shield with a shield item this good seems reasonable. Toss the Gumball. Move this to stash just for easier flips. Can't really justify a Beast of Burden flip. I'd have to drop something I don't want to drop. Bazaar Con for 2 XP is the difference in leveling up or not. We take that every time then. Poison enchant, you say? Gonna sell this Gumball. It doesn't affect anything right now. Figure out the positioning of my board. See, I could make this thing hit for 20 poison. It's definitely better than making the matchbox hit for 11 poison at this point. I guess I poisoned the Billboard. It just seems like it meaningfully improves my win rate, right? This feels very weird to me. It feels like a compromise that doesn't win on day 15. But at the same time, going random when I'm offered something that strong seems wild. It also gets me to base 100, so I no longer need the balcony. Does that open up new build? Like, I can just do this instead of running the balcony at this point? Because the balcony literally does nothing. The property value only matters insofar as it has to get to 100 to be a 1 second cooldown. I don't even know if that's correct. I have no idea what the breakpoint is. I just thought it was that. But yeah, I don't need cooldown reduction. I don't need value doubling. So this board is now objectively better. Anyway, 4-win pig, doing a little bit better than him. Looks like I'm maybe winning a little bit earlier than him, though, since I have the same prestige, but more wins. Diamond Dog skill. How hard is that going? Only 68 right now. Don't you dare 28% Diamond Dog Cutlass me into the grounds. Alright, my Billboard's doing a lot better in terms of the Cutlass matchup this time around. The 1 second cooldown seems alright. Now, the awkward thing here is, like, as good as an Obsidian Shield can be, This one's not, like, got anything crazy charging it, right? I don't know that this is actually good. Like, for day 8, I'm a menace. For day 9, it's very strong. I have to win on day 12, man. Bring this back in, keep upgrading the value of the VIP pass because it's the next thing out. Toss the Piggle, toss the Gumball. And yeah, I go to Kev, I find a shield enchanted item that can somehow save the run. Yeah, no, I don't think that's it. Pushing Ledger kind of doesn't do anything, right? These items don't scale in their value. Shit, that's not good. Shielded Beast of Burden. Afraid that's not it either. Yeah, whatever I'm doing, Kev's not helping me do it. Is there anything where it's like the value of your items directly impact the result of what they're doing from another item source? Abacus can do that. Board Market could do it if they were weapons, but they aren't. I'm gonna go Quixel, see what we find.
I'm Quixel, master merchant or something.
Yeah, no, thank you. I don't need any of that. Ah, Snowmobile. Maybe that's it. Wait, no, that's idiotic. Get out of my sight. So I'm in an awkward spot. I just realized, 1, that I'm increasing the value on a Spiky Shield because I forgot there was a rewards card in my inventory, but 2, if the value on these don't matter, I should just be increasing the value on other items for economy reasons. But, I can get more value, right? Like, I beat Weapons Platform without having this on my board. I can put that in, not that it does anything, and take out the Matchbox again. I'll definitely win, because I will just kill this guy with poison. And I guess that's the play. Weapons Platform has a very good hit here. Distributed Systems, when you use a large, haste 2 small items. That can just make the Billboard haste all my Matchbox build. And yeah, I would gladly spend 3 item slots on a Matchbox build for a 1-second cooldown non-weapon item that hastes the whole board. So that would be very, very good. 12% crits also fine. Can't really say the same for the rest of the build. Maybe I find a use for a gold battery. Didn't even get to 20 seconds. The poison output is genuinely very good. That's not the skill I wanted. It's good though. Shield skills and heal skills really don't do much for me. Pygmalion skills can be kind of crazy if you have a ledger because they open up the possibility of using, what's it called? Well, Board Market's one of the things that can open up. That's not what I was looking for. Any weapon gets way better with Board Market and a ledger. My ledger is currently at silver on day 11, so like not crazy hyped up the idea of going Board Market right now. It's a little bit late for that. I'm going to roll looking for Chocoholic instead. Or as just a skill that's genuinely good, like Minimalist. Hey, there it is. Oh, sorry, Industrialist. That's a different one. Shit. Well, I have a very fast weapon for the Reinforced Steel. The issue is, it doesn't do anything yet. It's scaling its own shield value, which scales its poison value. That's something. Just going to sell the Piggle and the Health Gumball and go to a shop. And I guess that shop is JJ. I'm not sure what I'm looking for. There are a lot of things I can hit. Maybe I'm trying to pivot into subscraper. I don't even know. You know, laser security system's generally a meme. But I have a 1-second cooldown item that is scaling its damage by an additional 10 every time it goes off. So 9 seconds in, when this has gained 40 times 9 damage, that's 360. Wow, 380 whole damage? That'll be almost as much as 1 tick of the poison. This is really not a very good item, is it? Shit. Yeah, I'm just going to roll that. I thought I'd found something, and then I did the math, and I got very sad very quickly. Don't really see Snow Globe being the play here either. Or Booby Trap, like, they can be good. I just don't see it, man. I don't see how any of that's a solution to my current predicament. Starting shield for the fight, I mean, like I got the shield for the fight covered. What small item am I looking for? An Ice Luge? Ice Luge is pretty good in a Matchbox build. I'm never going Relax. It's between Nufu and Andy. I think an Ice Luge could send this build to the moon, and I do not think Nufu can do the same. Certainly not on average. I mean, these are perfectly fine flips at worst. Oh, I don't have a reason to do flips though, right? Yeah. I have to sell this one. It's not even optional. I have to get rid of it to make space.
Be remorseless.
Awkward. Not really the stuff I'm looking for. I want to hold the balcony, because, like, theoretically I can need a balcony down the line. I don't have room for a balcony. So that goes far right. We bring in Matchbox, Marbles, Steam Ladle, Bird, Piggles. Just slap it between two, I guess. Don't want it next to the Matchbox. It could line up poorly. It's going to line up much more consistently with these other two. The Piggles aren't great. The Hot Stones are probably better. I believe that's probably true. So I'll pick up the Hot Stones.
Shall I gift wrap it for you?
I want the membership card for Zarkon, and I want the piggy bank in general. Which isn't good, because I don't have space for all of this shit. I'll take the Bazaar Con. I still get my Piggle if I win. That's all I can really care about. Let's roll. Alright, Day 9 opponent, what are you up to? 3 wins! I love the sound of that. The part where you died and got an enchant can be rough. Can't count the number of times I've seen somebody on no wins with an Obsidian flagship and no other enchants that steamrolled me.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelagia.
Turbo Primordial Depth Charge. Fiery Volcanic Fence. One of those is very different from the other. I mean, I mitigate a shitload of burn, but I don't know if I mitigate... Oh, wait. As long as the Spike Shield goes off, he's just dead.
Bring her about.
Yeah.
I've got another.
I forgot that part. What's your crit chance? Just rude. You didn't need to do that. Alright. The Obsidian Spiky Shield out here doing things. Like, these two items are pretty much the whole build. Theoretically, the Matchbox is doing something, but it seems largely academic. Gonna move the Matchbox to my stash here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I put that on, does it? I mean, you just go Ayla, you get an Obsidian Subscraper from Ayla, and you win.
Fight.
I think it's genuinely that simple. Huh. Maybe it's this simple. Got 4k health. This hits for 840 right now. Not really as much as I thought it was, you know? Going to put any value I can on the rewards card as opposed to the Piggles, because I'm much more likely to sell the rewards card than the Piggles. I don't think this gets me enough health to really affect the outcome of the run. I don't think this ever becomes like a bonking stick run with the Obsidian Shield and the Toxic Billboard.
You'll be back.
I think it's just a bait.
Bruises.
Freeze item, no thanks. I'll go Kina and look at a lot more than one item. Hey, speak of the devil. Been trying to figure out what to do with myself. I don't have a good upgrade at level 13. This game's 100 shield, which is 10 poison. It's not a nothing upgrade. But I don't have a good death enchant either. That's kind of the bigger thing. Part of the reason I don't want to drop this various Matchbox stuff over here is if I hit fiery gumballs, then suddenly Matchbox is the bee's knees. It's the best item in the game. Now, I do have a slight issue with space when it comes to subscraper. I think the play is I just drop all of this shit. Maybe I keep the marbles. I do it like this. That makes sense to me. I feel like I need the subscraper. I can buy the shipment, though. Second Matchbox can be good. There's a lot of potential crazy things that can be in here. There's also a lot of trash. We kind of expected that. Now we have a reason to change how we're arranging this, although... because I don't care about value on Toxic Billboard anymore, I suppose it goes on VIP Pass. And we encounter a pretty severe space issue here as well. Alright, so that's the end of this, but what the hell do I sell? Well, first, let's just leave. We're going to go and look at the fight, and we're going to figure out how to arrange our board for that fight. The good news is I 100% beat Lord of the Waste. The bad news is I have to figure out how to min-max VIP Pass for this fight. And sadly, I'm going to win kind of fast on account of how much poison this is. We're not going to get as much scaling as I would like. But I literally don't even see how to change that. Like, I can put these in. And not getting scaling on Billboard doesn't matter. Again, it's just not important. I can rotate it, so no, there's no scaling. It's only for properties. Does this still win against Lord of the Waste? This should be like an 800 to 1,000 a shield. I've got a lot of burn. This should be the most value I get out of the VIP pass. This is just not a very tough enemy. So I'm gonna go in like this. If I'm wrong, egg on my face. I needed to make more space. I have the Piggle and the Gumball. I was too focused on min-maxing VIP pass. Now the question is, did I actually overkill here? Also, Pendulum is completely insane. If we get this, the build goes to the moon, because then the Pendulum can go to Diamond at level 13, and we have a 1-second charge for the Pendulum, which is just, at a very mechanical level, broken. And yeah, the Matchbox was overkill. I think I needed some damage to win, but that was in under 20 seconds, man. I did not get much VIP pass value there. And I lost a cell. What's this on? It's on 8. Gotta put it on the Steam Ladle. I think that's the next thing I'm selling. Toss the Gumball. Pick up Myrrh. Sell it immediately. 5 gold tier spare change would be great if I had room for even 2 of them. Which sort of narrows it down to a gold tier loot item, unfortunately. Medkit's not nothing. Not much more than nothing, but it's something. Hero Merchants versus Herma. Herma can upgrade my subscraper. What else can she give me? That's kind of it. Because I wouldn't want to run Cold Room or anything like that. Because, yeah, sure, I had the Steam Ladle, but over Obsidian Spike Shield with the Toxic Billboard? Hell no. So maybe I find a Fiber Optics at Dooley. That's kind of where I'm at. You know, those are some pretty expensive flips, Duel. I can do 8 gold flip twice for a silver ledger. That's really not worth. Bit shit. Scrap Shield, Fens, or Metal. I'll go Metal. It's fairly important to get this thing at a higher value. Do I have to drop the VIP pass now for room? That's miserable. I can also drop the business card. Alright, potentially 1 XP down the line seems easier to stomach than the value scaling loss.
Oh, I think you're really gonna
What's this at?
that.
5. It doesn't really matter what order I do it in then, because it's not upgrading anyway. Globe's good, but kind of unnecessary. Don't really have stash space for it. Very expensive to flip. I will flip model ship, of course.
Bring it back. I want you to be.
But sadly, none of that improved my build. Okay, I think this is the best iteration of the build we have. We have Reinforced Steel with a bunch of properties. It's all boosting up Spiky Shield and the shield value here. We have a ton of healing on a subscraper, a ton of poison on a billboard, scaled a little bit. We have a completely random augmented weaponry, a big freeze immediately. It's just a jank build, but the individual pieces are all very good, right? We have an 11 burn matchbox, a 2 duration slow marbles, between a matchbox and a 1 second item. We have an Obsidian Spike Shield with shield generation. We have a 1000 heal subscraper. This guy has 9,000 health, but I mean, we're probably dead after that Atlatl starts going off, right? Yeah, it's pretty rough. Heavy Atlatl just does kind of a lot of work. Can't really compete with somebody who had 6,000 more health than me. I'm surprised I lived that long. A second or 2 from killing him. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of expected. Like, the build's just barely good enough to be scary on day 10. But you slam that into a 9,000 health day 10 pig with a heavy Atlatl and 200 damage caltrops, of course you lose. I'm kind of scary. That guy is terrifying. Notable difference. If I'm not using the Steam Ladle, then I can just... I'll wait an hour to do it with the next Gumball. There's no reason to rush it now. Go to Kevs, keep looking for shield enchant, something that makes this better. Landscraper is slow. But if the rest of my items have enough value, it could be insane. And I have value scaling. By the time this goes off, I'll have fed so much into it. This might actually be a Landscraper build. Hold up. Move this over, sell these. I don't know that I'm giving up on subscraper yet. It's sure looking like I'm giving up on subscraper, though. Because, like, this is just an insane amount of value. Yeah, I take that. And then I'm in an awkward spot, because, like, do I give up on the Spike Shield, or do I give up on these? Subscraper doesn't fit. And I have to believe that the way I'm doing it here is right. Which means subscraper is dead to me. Like, if Billboard turns into 10 wins, it's because it combines with Landscraper in a broken fashion. And the Landscraper goes off right before this does. Alright, Subscraper, you've been good. You opened up possibilities. I was glad to have you. But I think the Diamond Landscraper is the final angle. Do I want to go down to 3 items and run a belt? I don't think I do. I'll flip it, though. And I don't have to flip it now, so I'll be on my way. I'm a bit stressed about my odds here. See fight, pick fight, even on this build. I have no reason not to continue running VIP pass. Toss the belts. The matchbox is wholly unnecessary. We should crush a hulking experiment just with Billboard alone. I'll still get a little bit of value out of VIP pass, but not a ton. I guess I would take an energy potion to speed up. No, not really, because it's like the final value here is what matters, right? And yeah, the concept works. This gets up to a huge number because of this going off repeatedly, but like, who cares? What am I doing here? Oh, no! Right. You literally can't beat this man with a poison build. Well, that's fucking unfortunate. I guess I just won't get to experience for this because he has 3,700 regeneration. Because the reworked Noxious Potion makes this guy literally unkillable by poison builds. If he dies in 1 tick to Sandstorm plus... I'm already dead, it's too late. We got him under half once. 8.4 thousand regen with the rework on this guy. At least I didn't pick him. It wasn't a mistake. I was just told to go fight him. Gave me a lot of value too, so it wasn't for nothing. Arguably, it's the best possible result because it value scaled me a shitload. Now, unlike the previous fight, we do just steamroll a veteran octopus. There's no reason not to click this guy. I would like to do less work than I'm about to do, but I can't do anything about it. Like, this just kills him before Sandstorm, I think. Because unlike some people, he's not gonna gain 8,000 regeneration. Which was a little bit wacky. Alright, yeah, so like, this is not even that much shield. Even in the ideal Landscraper scenario, it's like, oh wow. It's going off for 3,000 about 15 seconds into the fight, huh? That's where Fixer Upper started, buddy. I don't know what we're doing here. Although, like, I've got a death left. I only need 3 more wins. Even though Pig can do 1,000,000 more than this might just be enough. Toss these. Ledger's not going off yet. Upgrade an item. I can upgrade the Billboard. That's 10 more poison, 100 more shield, bit more value. Take a gold tier skill. Upgrade the Ledger. It's right. It's obviously right, but I hate that. I don't know, is it? Right now I'm winning on the back of this poison. 50% more starting point. I don't care. I don't care about 50% more starting poison right now. I'm doing the Ledger upgrade so I can scale high enough to win with literally any enchantment that's offensive on this, what's it called? Landscraper. Never had a Landscraper before. Very new to the card. Anyway, I'm gonna go buy gumballs one at a time about it. I'm not happy. I'm gonna edit this out of the video. See you in a second. Alright, that's the last of the gumballs. The Ledger is going off once, won't be going off again. We can take +2 poison. Not unreasonable. Or we can go Midsworth. Kind of slowly running out of money, but I suppose eventually I just sell the VIP pass and it's not a problem, huh? I think it's a Midsworth angle.
I pay well for mid-size. Reasonable.
What are we doing right now for the actual fights? We're doing that. I could put the Abacus between them. And it would shield for a frankly absurd amount. I think marbles are out, man. The matchbox is getting progressively weirder. Don't worry about it. But I think Abacus is the way here. By the way, where's Ledger at? It's about to go off. Toss both of those. Ledger won't be going off again today. Buy, sell the hatchet, put the truffle on the Billboard.
I mean, help you.
4 gold flip is fine, and I'm willing to roll.
That's how it's done.
See, this is the problem I experience. No, it's not. I have enough space. We're fine.
Maybe I can resell this twice.
I wonder what could be in the shipment where it changes my game plan.
Tasteful, but
Not this. We should be at like 7 or 8. Going to move this over. I've gotten, thanks to the shipment, just enough
I've got 4 legs we
that I can get one more trigger on the ledger. I do think it's worth doing. Toss that, switch it back, move this between them. This is genuinely like a ton of shield with an obsidian spiky shield. My defenses have gone up. I've got the shield. I just need to not die initially. I think in pretty much any fight, if I live long enough for Landscraper to go off, I win.
But I've seen my
Big
share
ego,
before.
toxic grenade. This is a jank port build. I think we do good against this. We block all the physical damage. The poison damage isn't that bad. And then we kill him whenever this goes off. Easy peasy. Although it is permanently slowed by sleeping potion, which is making it take quite a while. But yeah, we're generating shield. Wait, what?
You've got talent. You should put it toward
This interaction's broken. Hold up. That just doesn't work properly. What do these say? When you use another item, this gains oh, it doesn't gain the value. There's no shielding. I thought this was when you use another item, this gains value equal to that item's value. It's gained shield, so it doesn't scale with Abacus. I want my marbles back. I misunderstood. Like, the Abacus wasn't terrible, but it obviously wasn't worth using. Also, holy shit, it's still just not very good, is it? It's a part of the game plan. Like, there's no reason to not to be doing it, but it's not good. The Abacus is right out, by the way. Is there a world where I care about weapon skills? It doesn't feel like it. Let's go diamond.
Lessons are costly, but not as costly as ignorance.
50% crit chance on everything I care about. Oh, right, I don't need money. I can just take it. Yeah, we take big numbers here. It also makes it slightly more likely that I get what I want from a master salesman, or whatever it's called, the silver enemy on day 10 plus that gives you double value in combat. Yeah, I did actually sell the marbles. That's very unfortunate. Anyways, gonna toss these and get to work buying gumballs one at a time. Once again, I will be editing this out because it is miserable. I think I got like 50% red gumballs. That was rough. Get a property or go to Andy. I'm actually getting to be pretty broke, but I've got the VIP pass, so I don't really care. I'm gonna go to Andy. Maximize the number of flips I can possibly get. Hey, we got the marbles back, and at a higher tier, no less.
For your size.
Sorry, VIP pass, you've been wonderful, but I need that cash.
You wanna buy
Flip that, pick up this for later.
Excellent choice.
And I will flip all of these, because suddenly I am very flush with cash now that I've tossed the VIP pass.
You got it here.
I believe I don't currently have a reason to stall without the VIP pass, right? Just kill them as fast as you can? Yep. So even with Billboard at 230, this thing just doesn't scale very quickly. Like, every time Billboard goes off, it's 234 more shield. So like, 8 seconds in, it's 1600 more shield. I don't know. It still works well in conjunction with an obsidian spiky shield going off 1 second later, but it's not great. Move this in, move that over. Toss these. Five gold tier chocolate bars. I think I just take the 3 gold tier chocolate bars and be sad that I don't get more. And we'll go to Deadly Duel. Sorry, Epic Battle. It's got a cooler name now. Move things around for the fight. I don't actually think I need that.
Science, magic, synonyms.
Retool. When you use a tool, reload an adjacent item. Yeah, nothing here for me. I don't know. I think I'm still very strong. Like, not day 12 pig strong, but like day 12 Vanessa strong. That I just crit for 37,000, man. Like, that's not bad. Not strong for a pig, but still pretty fucked up. There's a world where that somehow becomes relevant. Need to go 1 more hour before I sell that piggy bank. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'd want to go 1 more, but I want to do it before the day ticks over, so I'll do it now. I need to flip 7 more items, which is not necessarily impossible, but highly unlikely. Still, I may as well play to the possibility they get safe, shipment, or briefcase. Damn shame. Hello, Ice Luge. Okay, Ice Luge, what do you do? What happens? It's gotta do something. I refuse to believe it doesn't do anything. It seems like the marbles matchbox bit is out. It seems like I take the Ice Luge, bring this in, the marbles get a lot worse, I drop the matchbox. And I just put the Ice Luge between these two, so that on the second cycle it's tremendously better. I'm not even convinced that's good. Genuinely, I don't think it is. I think, like, with my current board, I just sit on the Ice Luge and hope I can find something better later. Because, like, if this goes off, I probably just win. So no reason to freeze it and delay it. It's good enough when it goes off already. I will take this bushel. Cash register gives me nothing. I already get a Piggle and a Gumball machine. I'm actually losing space. So let's be on our way. Let's take our PvP fight. So, do I have to go 1-1 after this? Or his win rate's much, much better than mine, but this is when Vanessa crashes and Pig skyrockets to the top of the ladder. If I win this, I'm great. If I lose this, I'm stressed out of my mind. Obsidian Arbalest. Very spicy. Shielded Shark Ray. Water Wheel, Dive Weights, Fiery Seaweed. Very cool build. I think he doesn't do enough, and I just one-tap him as soon as the spike... Yeah, he's dead.
Defeat
Boom.
does not defeat me.
Like, sure. You gotta have a build that just, like, 3 seconds in, the Obsidian Fixer-Upper does enough damage to one-shot him, right? He only had 5k health. 20k is gross overkill. But this works. We're out here using Landscraper to actually pretty damn good effect, because it turns out Landscraper has kind of crazy synergy if you value stock a Billboard, which, you know, kind of doesn't make sense to value stock a Billboard, but here's the reason to do it, I suppose. Go Kina, see what we hit. Huh. I mean, I obviously toss these. The awkward part is, like, am I willing to flip this extravagantly expensive bullshit? Yeah. I've got the money. There's, like, finite numbers of days left. Seems reasonable. VIP Pass will probably make some of its money back. And I don't need to get anything else sold, so I can save it for the PvP fight, or at least I might be able to. Can't know yet. Kinda sad I didn't see Chocoholic this run. I went to a couple of pig vendors. Would have been very nice. Oh, grumble, grumble. I've got to go do the gumballs one at a time. Once again, I will be editing this out. You're welcome. Alright, gumballs, bolts. Do we beat the Colossus? Yes, 100% of the time. Because one of two things is going to happen. Either he's not going to kill the Billboard and he's going to die to the Billboard, or he's not going to kill the Spiky Shield and he's going to die to the Spiky Shield. It's inevitable. He is dead, guaranteed. So we get our 5 XP fight. Took us a couple of day 10s to find one, but we got here. When you burn, charge your shield item. Actually, that's pretty good with the matchbox and the items I have. Yeah, that was not the item to destroy, it turned out.
It's all about motivation.
When you burn, hasten item. Also, not bad. We have upgrade an item here. I kinda think it's just... We can sell those two for free, make the room. I kinda think I just upgrade the Billboard, because, like, the ledger is not doing a huge amount at this point. Upgrading the Billboard is plus 12 gold. It's effectively more value for the next fight. About the same on the last one. It's 100 more shield. I'm definitely upgrading an item. It's just down to, do I pick ledger or Billboard? The poison on the Billboard really doesn't feel too impactful with the way these things are playing out. The base shield value genuinely does matter. It's like 800 more shield. I'm tempted to do Billboard. Normally it's like long term, the ledger is so good, you upgrade the ledger. However, in this case, like, what's the long term? There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours left in the run, right? I have 9 hours to make up 12 value, and then there's still the shield difference. No, long term is a mistake. If Billboard's gonna make it into one thumbnail in the entire duration of this game's life, it deserves to be a diamond in that thumbnail. Small shield items, shock the bars, JJ. Happy to hit JJ here.
First, profit 10.
Sure. Why not? You can be a diamond matchbox.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
8 gold flips will actually run me out of cash pretty fast here, and I'm never gonna get... maybe I was wrong to say never, because I can get items like briefcase.
Oh, you're leaving.
It's hard for me to say. I think I was never going to get enough. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe those two would have been enough, and I made a mistake. Well, I'm not going to that shop anyway. I'm leveling up.
Trust the shrouded stranger. At the edge of the foundation, they wait. They build.
Weapon skills, shield skills, no thank you. Big skills, what do you have?
To tell you, he still disapproves.
When you use a property, haste items adjacent to it 1 second. So what are we doing currently? We were doing this. We could instead do that. Or this. By freezing the Landscraper 1 second, I perfectly sync it with the Spiky Shield. I also let the toxic Billboard go off once more. I don't have a good reason why Marbles isn't still better. Like, just disrupt them, right? I know Ice Luge is cool and all, but just disrupt them. Yeah, I genuinely think Ice Luge does nothing in this build. It's kind of wild. And I think the haste here matters. Just to haste the shield and the Landscraper. The Landscraper hasting the Marbles means nothing. Yeah, tall buildings meaningfully speeds me up. I'll take it.
I'm not teaching grammar.
We're at 3 value. It's not necessarily the last day. I don't need to liquidate everything. I am willing to liquidate all the stuff on the left, but that's only 3 cells. It's not enough. So I will just sell this and move into my... could be my last fight. He's in a similar spot to me. Very real chance this guy is stronger. But I have essentially a 5-second startup time to kill for most people. Pig's the outlier here. 21,000 health. He removed most of his items on a BM. Oh. Fucking paid actor. What is this? Dude, the hubris to do this. This guy wanted to play his build longer, so he decided to take his items off of his board. I'm actually salty. Who knows if I would have won? Presumably not, since he was this confident. I don't even get to feel good about my 10 wins now. I'll take it. I could have beat a lot of people for day 13. Because, like, clicking the recap here, 12,000 shield, 70,000 damage, slowed 4 times, not that he had proper targets for it. It's not like the build was weak, but that's very frustrating. Who does this? I hope you got bouldered on the next day, you clown. Why would you do this? Oh, I do want to actually properly watch this and see if it timed out how I thought it would. I see we're both arbitrage pigs. We both made that mistake. But genuinely interested in the replay. Did this time out the way I wanted it to, where this went off right before the Spike Shield? Yes, the Spike Shield gets all the extra damage, domes them for 14,000 about 5 seconds in. It's actually pretty damn strong. I've seen better, I've done better. But for scraping some random garbage together with a Billboard, like, I didn't even die. Probably should've. But oh well. I guess I win. Very weird build. Like, at the end of the day, it is just a Spiky Shield pig. However, the process of getting here was exceptionally strange, just like that lag spike. These last 2 item slots were really just like a mystery to me as to what I'd do with them. I guess eventually Balcony would have been better, right? To get Landscraper scaling more. But even then, it would make me more vulnerable to disruption. Because all of my items are so big and the timing windows need to line up, it felt like Ice Luge just didn't really fit or make sense, especially once I got minimalist, or sorry, tall buildings. I think big numbers is actually an important part of the build, like the throughput value on the shield. It's actually putting Billboard over 100. I did not realize this. Just the net effect of all my blue gumballs over the course of the run got me a huge amount of crit value. 12 here, 50 there. I think that's all I've got. So 62 of that 105. I got over 40% crit chance off of gumballs here. Yeah, you can see it here on Matchbox too. It's kind of wild. But genuinely, I think Billboard's a good card. Obviously, I got let down by it pretty hard in the mid game in a couple of my fights. But one thing Billboard is uniquely good at is just farming money with VIP Pass. It's just a ton of shield if you can get it down to 1 second before like day 8. Like, the relative value of this as a shield item can be crazy. I've seen it be the best scaler for Crane in the game. It's a unique enabler for Landscraper if you value stack it. I think that despite Billboard on its own, like individually, it is probably the weakest pig property, despite the fact that it's a 300 shield at ladle for properties. Like, it's very, very good as a standalone item, but all the other properties win games. However, this interacts with other things in powerful ways. Like, I've never, ever seen Landscraper do anything before. And in this run, Landscraper consistently provided the value needed to be sure that I would kill them with the Spiky Shield based off the scaling it was receiving from Billboard. And again, this might all sound cool and sick and like a very powerful build, but I'd remind you this is actually only broken because Ledger was in my stash all game, and it's the real culprit behind why Property Pig is kind of overpowered right now. I also think Reinforced Steel was quietly a big deal here, just plus 10 shield and 1 poison every second as the Billboard spammed and went over and over again. Low-key a good build. I'm happy with the build. I'm happy to take jank like this to 10 wins, but I'm left with an overwhelming sense of, was this the best I could do? And I guess the answer is like, no, the best I can do is a fiery or obsidian enchant on the Landscraper and the Spiky Shield being completely unnecessary. But hey, if Spiky Shield's necessary, Spiky Shield's necessary. That's kind of why I'm so down on the build, right? Like, if I just got a good enchant here, drop the Spiky Shield, put in an Ice Luge somewhere over here with another small item, like, the build could have been so much sicker. And instead, it's just like, you know, pretty good property pick with a Spiky Shield. I do like Landscraper Billboard. I've never seen it before. I don't think I see either of these really at all. I see very few billboards and literally no Landscrapers, so I'm happy to win with it. Anyways, I hope you found this interesting. I enjoyed the run, even if I don't like Spiky Shield at a deep emotional level, and I can't quite place why. Maybe it's just because it takes 9 seconds to go off, but I feel like if your late game builds Ace in the Hole takes 9 seconds, you should be doing better. And in this case, we were. We got tall buildings, we got Billboard to get it going off nonstop. Now it's 5 seconds, and that's a whole hell of a lot better. I think that's actually enough for me to like the build, realizing that I massively cut down the startup time. I just never got to see it in action because there was a paid actor as my final opponent. Anyways, I'm rambling, sure I'm going in circles, I'll call it now. Thank you for your time. If you made it this far, I really do appreciate it. If you could hit the like button on the way out, the whole YouTube algorithm dance really does matter. It does help the channel get spread around and grow, and I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.